Hi lovely, so welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be making this beautiful dress that you're seeing right here. So this particular two dress was the inspiration of this particular dress. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. So guys, for you to be able to make this particular dress, you'll be needing two fabric. One will be the flower crepe fabric and the other will be the plain fabric, and you'll be needing 2 yards of each of these particular fabric. The plain should be 2 yards and the flower own should be 2 yards. So we'll be starting by drafting a pattern for this particular dress. So guys, this is the pattern paper we're going to be working with. So I decided to make use of this brown pattern paper, because the length is 40 inches. The length of this pattern paper is 40 inches and the gown I want to make will be 38 inches long. So this is just perfect for the particular gown we are going to be making. So I'll be starting with drawing a line at the top of my pattern paper. So that line will be my starting point line and also my shoulder line. So on that line, I'll be placing my tape on it and I'll be inserting half of my shoulder measurement. So I'll go ahead and divide my shoulder by 2 and I'll be inserting it there. Then I'll go ahead and mark my neck width of 3 inches. Then at that part that I mark my shoulder, half of my shoulder measurement, I'll be going down by 1 inches for my shoulder slant and I'll go ahead and connect it to my neck width. Now I'll place my tape on the shoulder line. I'll be marking my bust point, which is 10 inches. Then for the waist, I'll be making use of the back waistline, which is 15, because I'm drafting both the back and the front, and this particular pattern won't be having any dart. So I'll just make use of 15 inches, which is the back waistline. Then I'll go ahead and mark my hip length of 24 inches. Then the full length of the dress, I'll be marking 38 inches for that. Then I'll just go ahead and transfer that same measurement at this other part of the pattern paper. So once I was done doing that, I'll be using my ruler to connect those lines together to draw it out so that you can see what it's looking like. Now I'll go ahead and label it, my bust points, my waistline, my hip line, and the full length of my gown. Now from this my bust point, I'll be going up by 2 inches for my upper chest. If you don't want to go up by 2 inches, you can go ahead and divide your bust circumference by 6 and add 1.5 inches to it to get your upper chest line. Now at that my chest line, which I just labeled, I'll be inserting half of my shoulder measurement there as well, so that I can have a straight line, and I'll go ahead and connect it there. Now I'll place my tape on that new line that I have. I'll be dividing it into 2 so I can get the midpoint. So I just fold my tape like this and I mark the midpoint. And from that midpoint, I'll be coming in by half an inch so that we can form our armhole. Then I'll go ahead and divide my bust circumference by 4. Divide your bust circumference by 4 and insert it, and that's your upper chest line, and connect the 3 dots together. So this particular armhole we are drafting is for the front pattern. Remember, we are going to be using the same pattern to cut both for the front and the back. Now I'll go ahead and draw the back armhole. I'll just go ahead and connect it to that midpoint like this. So the second line I draw right here is for the back armhole, like this is for the back, while the inner one is for the front. Now for my neck depth for the front, I will be going down by 6.5 inches for my neck depth. You know, we are having a sort of a v-neck, but this v-neck is not that sharp, so I will not be using my straight ruler, the straight part of my ruler, to connect. I'll be using that curvy part, because this v-neck, if you see it, is not that pointy, but it has this sort of a round shape a little on it. Now I'll go ahead on my waistline. I've already insert my bust circumference on the chest line. Now at my waistline, I will be dividing my waist by 4 and I will insert it there, At my hip line, I'll be dividing my hip by 4 and I'll be inserting what I have there. Now I'll just go ahead and use my ruler to connect waist to the bust. Then I'll be turning the curvy part to connect from waist to the hip like this. Now whatever I have at the hip line, I'll go ahead and transfer it to the full length of the gown. So go ahead and transfer it to the full length of your pattern paper, which is the full length of the dress you are to make. Now this is what is looking like right now. So now at that my waistline, I'll be coming down by 4 inches on the waistline. Now at the hip line, I'll go ahead and divide my bust, my nipple to nipple, which is my bust span, by 2. So mine is 7. I divide it by 2 and I have 3.5. Then at that center part, from the waistline, I also come down by 4 inches. Now I'll be using my curve ruler to make a curve. So I wanted to use this particular one, but it won't give me what I want. And watch how I'm placing my curve ruler. So I'm using my curve ruler to make that shape that we have on the gown like this. And I'll go ahead and connect it like this. So this part, go ahead and connect it to that part. So this particular shape that we have here right now, you can see is this one that is on the screen right now. But if you want yours to be this kind of a 4 corner, like I don't know what I'll call it, you go in by 1 inches from that center part and connect it back like this. So this one will be giving you the second shape that we have. But for mine, I'll be cutting but the first shape, the first one that I give. So just go ahead and cut out our dress. Cut out our pattern paper, I mean to say. So guys, I forgot to insert the back neckline. So for the back neck depth, I'll be using 1.5 inches for the back neck depth. So I'll be coming down by 1.5 and I'll be connecting it to my neck width like this. So this one is for the back neck depth, which will be the first thing we are going to be cutting. So remember, we cut for the back armhole first and the back neckline first. Then we'll go ahead and cut out the shape that we want our dress to look like. So this is what we'll be having. Just go ahead and cut it out like this. If you see, I prefer the first shape that I have, that is kind of curvy. So just go ahead and cut it out. So guys, this is all for the cutting and this is what it looks like. So when you are cutting for your back, you are going to be adding zipper allowance at that part. So when you are done cutting your back piece, you can now trim out the other thing and then cut for your front. So if I open up my pattern paper, because I have it on fold, this is the shape you'll be seeing. So this is what it will look like after making this dress. So this is what it will look like when you are done making the dress. It will be having this shape in it. Now guys, I'll go ahead and bring this part. So we are going to be using this pattern for splash and spread. That was why I have to have my pattern paper to be up to the full length of the dress that I have. So just go ahead and divide this like you see me doing. Go ahead and divide it like this and try as much as you can to make it equal while dividing it. Just try your best to make it equal while dividing it. So you'll be using your ruler and divide it like this. After dividing it, or you go ahead and label it 1 to 10. So I'll go ahead and label it 1 to 10. When I'm done labeling it, I'll go ahead and use my scissors to cut it out. So you'll be cutting every piece out. So you'll be using this pattern paper to do splash and spread. So just go ahead and cut out the piece. So once you are done cutting it, this is what it should looks like. So this pattern paper is what you'll be using to splash on your fabric. And while splashing it, make sure that is having up to 3 inches um gap from each other. So you'll be splashing it. You'll be splashing and spreading this on your fabric. So guys, this is how we are going to be doing it. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do where to subscribe so that you won't miss the part 2 of this particular tutorial. So this particular video I did now, I'll be ending it here. So I'll be posting the sewing part. On that sewing part, we'll be doing both the splash and spread of this down parts on it, and I'll be showing you all the details, how to go about cutting and doing other things. And please subscribe to my channel. If you find this video helpful, please like this video, share it, leave a comment at the comment box, and see you guys on our next tutorial, which is the part 2. And please do not forget to on your notification bell. Please do not forget to on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you.